How's it going? Love and peace. Mentioned before that we have to become what we desire. I just want to touch base a little bit about that. Just trying to add some more to my last video on why is that so important. Many of us are trying to accomplish or to achieve or to have in our lives different things. We're trying to bring to our lives meaning and purpose, and we spend so much time in the outside appearance. Is it important to take care of your outside appearance? Of course it is. Is it important to, take care of your physical, your health, and all those things? Of course, that's important. But when you're trying to make the changes that you want in your life, a lot of us, we focus so much on the external. We're trying to change our environment or circumstance situations through brute force, through physical action. And I want to be clear, you do have to take action. But taking the right action and the wrong action are two different things. Taking the action that is needed and compared to taking the action that is not needed, two different things. You want to be able to take the actions that are going to bear fruit to your desire, to the ones that you're hoping to manifest or allow into your life. When you take the wrong actions, you're giving way to the wrong things to return. So you got to be careful. You have to be aware of that. Remember, when you're doing things in a certain way, you have to always remember to think of it as energy, and how the law of energy or vibrational frequencies, how does that apply to us? How those things work? When you're taking action, and it's an action that is based off fear or a desperate need or desire for change in your life, when you give that off, what does the law state? That like attracts like. You're gonna get what you put out. You're gonna get what you're vibrating out there. And what you're gonna come to realize is that what you're vibrating when you do it that way, with the wrong actions, is that you're gonna attract more of the same life. You're just bringing more of the same life. Instead of putting an investment in energy or vibration or frequency that's going to benefit you, whether it takes you another year or 2 years, or it could take you another 30 seconds, you just don't know when your desire is going to bear fruit, when your want is going to come to fruition. You just don't know. That's why you have to spend as much time as you can putting in the investment into something that is of value, that is gonna give you good fruit. You're gonna get fruit no matter what. The difference is, do you get fruit that is of value, that is healthy, that is good, or do you get fruit that is spoiled, that will make you sick, that will just give you more of the same? Okay? And there's a difference too, like when you look at organic food compared to regular food. You start eating organic foods, yeah, they're a little more expensive. It's an investment. Yeah, you gotta cook, you cook the food and you do things the right way, you proportion everything and all that stuff. But the benefits of it are so huge for your physical. And not just for the physical, but for the brain, for the mind, and for your energy and your health and overall. And it's like the catalyst of things, of good things. And so so is the opposite of foods that are just crap for you. You could be eating what we consider good food, but in reality, it's not really good food. It's just it's grown through hormones, it's grown through pesticides and stuff like that. It's really affecting your bodies in ways that you possibly can't see. visible, intangible, you have to think about these ways. That's why in energy, when you're thinking of a vibrational frequency, you're thinking about how vibration affects us in the physical, how does it affect us in the spiritual. You have to really think like this. You're going to benefit yourself. Okay? A wise man or woman would take the time to understand vibrational frequency. A foolish man will say, I know it, but they don't know it, and they'll continue down the path, hoping and wishing for different results. You're not going to get different results doing things the same way. It just doesn't work like that. So, how do you get to the point where you are able to utilize the right abundance of knowledge in order to allow you to start bringing in the life that you want? Oh, you're never gonna have all the knowledge in the world, but here's the thing, you don't have to understand it all. It's the basics foundation of vibrational frequencies that we're looking after. You know, we're not trying to ask you to be a quantum physicist. We're just asking you to understand and to think in everything in the form of vibrational frequency. Once it becomes natural to you, you're gonna look at things and I'm like, okay, this is the way this works, this is the way that works. And then you're gonna start thinking on a whole different plane of existence, because not everything is clear cut. It's not. When you understand vibration, you're gonna understand that if you take this action, it's gonna lead to this action. The law of cause and effect, which is just, again, part of the whole picture of it all. So do yourself the favor of becoming more aware, more knowledge about vibrational frequencies, how they affect us, how they apply to us in all aspects of our lives. The more you do that, the more you're going to be able to really start utilizing this knowledge, this power. Because you're going to realize that that is the greatest key in all of this, in all the stuff that I've taught you, all the stuff that you've ever learned or ever heard from other sources. The one that you can be focusing and learning more about is vibrational frequency. I am telling you, that's where you want to be. That's what you want to be studying. That's where you want to learn. That's the way you want your mind to be able to think. If you can manage to pull that off, it will change so much. Because you're going to realize that in the greater scheme of things, let me move this because the light. When you realize that in the greater scheme of things, that as you change your mind from thinking and just in the tangible to vibrational frequency, you're going to realize that your actions in the physical alone is not enough. You're going to realize that going in here and making the necessary changes of something that you're not, that you don't want happening into your life, something that you want to change in your life, and you're not getting upset, you're not getting angry, you're not having any resistance. You go in here, you change the vibrational frequency. And as you change the vibrational frequency of your mind, you let it go, you move on, and there's a peace, and there's a joy, and there's a knowing that it's already done. And you continue to feed that. You continue to do the work. And you continue to do it until you get what you want. If you want to be financially free, then you keep doing things until you're living that financially free life. If you want a better relationship, you keep making these changes, these adjustments here to see, to feel, to know in here until you're living that life. You want a new car? Same thing. So this is why being able to understand and utilize the knowledge of what vibrational frequencies is such a key factor. If you want to know more information, I can go get deep into this stuff. Sometimes I don't, just for the purpose that most people will get lost in that way of thinking. But I can get into details. I can get into how to actually do these things. But you just got to be willing to ask the questions. You know, it's hard sometimes for me to cover everything. When you're in it, when you're doing it, and you're living it, you don't have those questions like you used to when you had in the beginning. When you're living it and it's automatic, you're just doing it. You're not questioning it. It's a habit, and that's where we all need to be. But that's where I'm at. So sometimes it's hard for me to come up with good ideas for my the YouTube channel and be able to answer things. This is why I can only help as much as you want to be helped. And the best way to help me help you is just to be part of the channel. Be part of this community, and ask open-ended questions. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. More than happy to help you. That's my wish. Is to help as much as I possibly can. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. This is Ray. Love and peace. Take care.